What is up, guys? It's your boy Jay here from the Movie Minute.
Chantel, as always.
We're back in person. We're doing, I think, 2 or 3 reviews for some movies just because I haven't done any in a while. Obviously, we're going to do Fantastic Four First Steps first because that's the one that comes out this weekend and it'll probably have more views if we do that one. What did you think about Fantastic Four?
I got mixed reviews, to be quite honest. I will first and foremost say that this is the best Fantastic Four out of the franchise. But I had my ups and downs, man. What did you think, though?
Kind of funny that they finally got it right on the 4th try. Because I don't know if I count Fantastic Four 2 as Fantastic Four from the same thing or just another iteration of trying.
Right.
Even though they're the same cast. I enjoyed it. I thought the scale was great. I thought that, Pedro, I didn't know how to feel about, I didn't know if he was going to be a good match for Reed. He did really good. All of them did. I didn't think that Joseph Quinn was going to do the greatest, but he finally was a Johnny Storm who was not only Johnny Storm, but also smart.
Right. I picked it up too. I felt like the cast was great. I don't really know about Reed Richards' demeanor. Like, he was more stoic and
Scientific though, a lot of it.
Definitely scientific, but he was like a legit stick in the mud though.
Do you think he was a better? Now, granted, he had more screen time in this than he did in Multiverse of Madness, but better than John Krasinski's screen time.
John Krasinski would have killed this. He would have killed this. Now, if the script was the same way, I would still felt the same way. Like, nothing against Pedro, but I think it's the script and the way that it was written.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
IMAX was great. Visuals, fantastic. Some of the best we've seen as far as VFX goes in the last several Marvel movies and TV shows.
And check the aspect ratio, because it definitely changes.
It does. Galactus, thank God he's not a cloud.
Yeah. I felt like some of the CGI was kind of off. And I would honestly rather CGI be kind of off if the script is going to be superb. But to me, this wasn't a typical Marvel movie where the CGI was like right over the top. Like comparing Thanos' face to Galactus' face, Thanos' face was far superior.
Yeah.
Galactus' face, and I hope this isn't a spoiler, but Galactus' face to me was more comic booky, if I could say that. Pun intended, but if that was the route that they were going, then I dig it and I understand it.
I think so. I think they were trying to go more comic booky with this universe in this movie versus the more realistic looking MCU main timeline.
I didn't even think about it that way because I totally forgot it was in a different universe. We gotta talk about that too. But yeah, story was good. I actually fell asleep twice.
I didn't notice him falling asleep. I was surprised I didn't because I had been up since like 5 a.m. that yesterday morning. So
Right.
I was like, I can't believe I didn't fall asleep.
But with all movies, you got high points, you got low points, and it just so happened during the low points, I would legit just put my head back and I dozed off. But I woke up at the perfect time though. Like, I didn't miss anything except for the beard part that I was telling you about.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, like, I was able to grasp the entire movie, and the entire movie was pretty fire.
The only gripe I have with this movie is that I do feel like there are points where it was like, hey man, why are we rushing this so quickly? And why does it feel like there are a lot of things that they cut out specifically from the trailers that never ended up being in the movie? Because there's a lot of trailer shots and lines that aren't in this at all.
Yeah, that sucks.
I get not wanting to overbloat a movie, but why can't you just make it more than an hour and 50 minutes?
Right.
Because it feels like more of an hour and 40-minute movie with 10 minutes of credits.
Right.
But the post-credit scene was fire.
Yeah, definitely got to me. And I'm kind of like joking here, but the post-credit scene was like the best part of the movie.
I will say, there's a post-credit scene that feels very spoilery when you see it from Thunderbolts that I went, oh, wow. And it's funny that, well, I can't even say that because that would be kind of spoiled. Let's just put it this way. It makes you think that this movie's going to end a certain way. And the fact that it doesn't is actually a nice surprise. And makes me feel really bad for what's going to probably end up happening to that world.
Right. It was a surprise, but a letdown to me because I was expecting something more than what we saw. But what we saw was epic.
Also, thank goodness people finally realized that Sue Storm doesn't have to use her bleed out of her nose when she uses her powers.
Right.
And doesn't have to be modernly or stereotypically sexy in order for it to work.
Now, I will say, out of the 4 characters, I love Sue Storm and I love Johnny Storm as opposed to the previous movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Sue Storm shined in this movie.
That's what a lot of reviews were saying too.
Yeah, she legit shined in this movie. She, to me, out of the 4 characters, felt the most real. She was down to earth, she was understanding, and she legit kept everybody together. And like you stated with Johnny, he's actually smart in this movie. He's just not like a sex-crazed superhero and joking completely all the time.
Also, let me see if you notice this. It's kind of crazy, and we'll get into our review for Superman next. It's crazy to me that this movie was less joke-filled